Remember this douchebag, Martin Shkrelli, the guy who is the CEO of Turing Pharmaceuticals, the company that bought this drug that is very needed by AIDS patients when they get toxoplasmosis, and just jacked up the price 5,000%. Well, he's getting a spoonful of his own medicine, Margaret. This is amazing. It's the first time that I'm going to be an advocate for a big pharma company. These guys is Imprimis Pharmaceuticals, publicly traded company that just announced today that they're going to be selling a compound alternative to this drug for $1 a pill.
Maybe they're taking advantage of all of the publicity he's getting. They're going, okay, we can make this drug really cheaply. We can gain some traction. You know, we're coming out as this humanitarian company. I mean, they're business people just like everybody else. They'd have to be turning at least a small profit on this pill. And they're scooping up, you know, their excellent marketing strategy, scooping up how much he's hated right now. And you know, great strategy. Let's hope they're doing it for the right reasons.
Not only the marketing, and I think you're correct in having second doubts of Big Pharma, but I think these guys came forward with a platform that is really, really important. They're saying there's a big niche market with all these companies that buy drugs, trademark drugs, and they just jack up the prices. We as a compound pharmacy, we can create versions of those drugs that are as effective, but they are not necessarily the same formula, and they actually are pushing forward what they are calling the Imprimis Cares program. And basically what they're going to be doing is putting out thousands of drugs, FDA-approved drugs in generic format, very accessible, because they do believe on this conscious corporate earning, you know, business model where you can still do good and bring this medicine to the people and make a profit without having to put someone $10,000, $20,000 down for a treatment.
Well, there's an ethical component to being a pharmaceutical company because you're literally profiting off of people's illness. And so you have to be really sensitive to something like that. And what Shkrelli did, which is why he's so hated, he really took advantage of people who are very, very sick, who need this medicine to survive. And brilliant marketing scheme on behalf of this company. And I'm sure that it'll take off, you know, making medicine affordable. There's a moral component to that everybody's going to like. So.
You know, another element to the story that for me was very, very important was the fact that we see capitalism regulating capitalism. Mm-hmm. We saw how slow the government is to regulate how big pharma decides on pricing, decides on development of drugs. This is something
there's
that
no
is just
ceiling.
There's no
They're
ceiling.
Never going to regulate that.
But now we have capitalism regulating itself, saying, well, if you make money off one pill, I'm going to make money off of 100 pills, and I'm going to help people out. And I think that's a good example of how capitalism, making money is not a sin. I think everybody in this country wants to make money, but not if it takes someone's life in the line for you to make more money. I think that's what Big Pharma is missing, and maybe these guys, San Diego-based Imprimis Pharmaceuticals, they start a trend in the industry of pharmaceuticals where they are a little more conscious, giving access to very, very important drugs to people that might not have the money to pay for brand names.
They're publicly traded. We should buy some stock while they're still.
Now you guys know the tip, buy your stocks. Let us know what you think in the comment section. And if you haven't, please subscribe to the Lip TV.